the question that I keep on getting is, Joe, what's going on with the whole Landon Dickerson situation? Did we just waste a second round pick? I don't think so. I think that they will sign him soon, but there are a couple options that could happen. So I want to go over some unlikely events and tell you what I think is actually happening. So let's get into it.
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you.
Fly was flying on the team. Touchdown, touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling with Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in. What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and it is Philly the podcast, man. So, like I said, I want to kind of cover this whole Landon Dickerson situation. He has not been signed yet. Obviously, our second round pick, a questionable pick because of health, which is going to kind of tie into why I think it might be taking so long. Now, before we get into that, be sure to hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell, hit that like, share it with a friend, do all that good stuff so we can, get this content out. We just hit 2K. Now we're on the road to 3K. No looking back. This is how we're getting down. But before we get into any of this, big shout out to my guy Nightings. He said in one of my last videos, he said, I don't even know what to say at this point. And honestly, I feel like that for the whole season. I feel like that for everything going on. So shout out to Nightings. I had to put that up on the comment board. So let's get into it, man. So Landon Dickerson, obviously our second round pick, obviously coming off of a couple of different injuries throughout his career. I think he had 4 different injuries in his 4 years of college. So injuries has been a big factor into us, into a lot of the fans' decision-making on who they think Landon Dickerson will be. A lot of people are saying he's going to be a Pro Bowl lineman. A lot of people are saying we wasted a second-round pick because he's injury-prone. Now, why is it taking so long for him to sign is the real question, right? Now, I'll start with the most unlikely situation. The most unlikely situation, but is a possibility, is that he doesn't want to play in Philly, or we're giving him contract offers that he just does not want to sign. And if that is the case, he does have the opportunity to just forego this season. He would have to sit out this season, couldn't sign with no one, and he would be able to re-enter the draft next year. Now, I know that if it wasn't for health, a lot of people were saying he was a top 3, top 4 offensive lineman in this draft. So with that said, he might have been a first-round prospect had he not had the injury history. So maybe in somebody's convoluted mind, you tell the kid to sit out this year, stay healthy, and maybe your draft stock rises. I don't think so. I don't think that that's realistic. It's possible. It's definitely something that's possible. Now, the other possibility is Howie. He could, and I'm not going to be mad if this is what's going on. They might just be trying to put some different wording, different verbiage in the contract to protect themselves in case he does get injured pretty quickly. I'm not saying that I am wishing it on him or that I expect it or anything like that, but it is a concern. So maybe it's just something that they're trying to work out the wording so that the Eagles can protect themselves, and I'm sure so that Landon can protect himself. I know that no matter what, even if they're not signed, I could be wrong about this, but I was doing some research, and I'm pretty sure even if they're not signed, there is a clause that if they play in the training camp and they get hurt, they still do collect some type of money. That would be if they were going to be signing a contract. Again, I'm not an expert on that situation, but I know there is some, fuzzy yellow tape that goes around that. So that's a possibility too, that we're just trying to kind of protect ourselves, protect him. Everybody wins, win-win type of situation. I wouldn't be mad about that. You know what I'm saying? I think that you have to be smart. I think talent-wise, it was a great pick in the second round, but everything else matters. And I hate to keep on bringing up his injuries, but the Eagles have not been the picture-perfect organization when it comes to health. So it scares me in that regard. So if they are trying to just hold off and try and get those, like I said, that wording right so that everybody's protected, I'm not mad about that at all. Now, what I really think is happening, if I'm being 100% honest in this, I honestly just think that Landon Dickerson's chilling. If I'm being real, I think Landon Dickerson's living life right now. And I don't think that it's a huge deal to the Eagles or Landon Dickerson that this deal hasn't been signed yet. I think that there's a lot of things going on in Philadelphia as far as trades, as far as maybe more free agent signings. I think that they know they got Landon Dickerson. I think Landon Dickerson knows he got Philly. I think that it's a mutual understanding that they're, and I think it does kind of bleed into my last point that they're both kind of get the perfect contract, because this is a big risk for both teams, at both parties, I should say. Because, for the Eagles, you're taking a big risk on a guy that has a huge potential upside and can be a great player, but you obviously have to pay him second round money, which isn't, nothing crazy, but it is good money. So you have to be smart there. It is a 4-year, commitment, basically. And same thing for Landon. Landon, you got to make sure that you're in the right situation. You're coming from Alabama, where you were a dog, you were that guy. You got to just be mentally prepared, be physically prepared. And I think that both sides are taking their time with it. And I don't think that is something we should be worried about. I think that you'll probably hear, once Zach Ertz gets traded, you'll probably hear Landon Dickerson getting signed right thereafter. I think it's really just a waiting game right now, but it's not something you should be worried about. I've heard a lot of people asking me again and again, what do you think is going on? Like I said, I personally don't know. I have been talking to his agent. We are going to be getting him on for an interview pretty soon, once training camp starts up again. So I feel confident that he's going to be on this team. I don't think that it's something we should be worried about, like I said. So you guys let me know what you think. Do you think that it's more than just a waiting game? Do you think it's more than trying to perfect the verbiage? Do you think that there's something to Landon Dickerson not signing yet? Let me know. But other than that, I'm going to be on Bird Gang 31's channel tonight. So definitely come through, show love. I'll put it up on the community post. It's not even tonight. It's at 1. I don't know why I said tonight. I'm going to be doing 5 videos today because we're about to get a big storm in Florida. So I might not have power for a day or two. So if that is what happens, you're probably going to see a couple videos. But I love you guys. But other than that, you guys know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly. And we are out here. Peace!
Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you!
Fly Eagles Fly. On the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, early time to do 'em in. Your boy Philly Fresco, thanks for tuning in.